And I'm just going to walk through digitizing a couple of features here in Labelbox. When you first land in the seamonsters project, what you're going to find is you have a map here in the map interface. This map is zoomable, and using the space bar, if you're zoomed in, you can also pan in that map. And so up here in the left corner, you see the home button. You may or may not see that since you're not a manager on the project, but you will see this info button, which has the overview of instructions about how we want each of the features digitized in this project. You'll also see here in the tools menu all of the classes that we've defined that we would like to have digitized, labeled in these maps. And as you label objects, they'll show up here in the objects panel. You have a couple of options for zooming here. Of course, you can use your scroll wheel to zoom in and out, but you can also zoom to the resolution of the map and then use, again, your space bar and mouse to pan around in the map. You can use your mouse wheel to zoom in and out as well. Notice you have some tools for playing with the contrast and brightness on each of these images in case you need to be able to see something a little better. And then a list of keyboard shorts is here. And then you can also click here, and if you want to overlay the object titles in text so that you know what each object is as you're labeling it, you can do that as well. So I'm just going to demonstrate here. Actually, I'm going to demonstrate, the first thing I want to demonstrate is if you have a map that you're not happy with, and this one would be perfectly fine because it's got some good north arrows, it's got some ships and things like that. You can always skip the map if it looks like it would take too long for you to do. This is a great one. Or it's just too complex, or maybe the resolution, it's one of the maps that didn't come in at the higher resolution and we want to fix that, then you can go ahead and skip that. And then once you find a map that you're ready to start working on, then just get the feature that you want to digitize centered. And I'm going to grab the ship class, and you'll see that the digitizing tools appear up here. Now, the first thing I like to do is just use the pen tool to sketch around the object. And with ships and sea monsters, since they tend to be in the map, we want to isolate them sort of in the way you would isolate them if you were going to print them on a sticker. So you want a little bit of a buffer around these. And you also want to incorporate all of the elements that are associated with the feature. So in this case, you'll see that the ship also has these waves under it, and that's part of this visual element. So we want to highlight that as well. Now, once I've traced around with the pen tool, I like to go up here and get the pixel tool. And the pixel tool is quite cool because what it does is it segments the image based on color similarity. Now you'll see these are pretty coarse segments, but you can go up here and you can click on this button and you can turn down the size of the segments. And then once you've done that, you'll want to grab the remove tool. This is the erase tool. And there we go. And note that if I hover over these and I click on them with the erase tool active, it'll actually erase those labels up to the edges often of the image that I'm interested in and get rid of some of the sloppiness. Now, it did remove some stuff and didn't remove some stuff that I do want to get out of there. So I'll go back to the pen tool and make sure that I turn on the remove. And then I'm just going to zoom into this area here because I want to get rid of this little bit. And what I'll do is, notice with the pen tool, you can either sketch or you can draw vertices. So you can create polygons. And I'm just going to clip that right out just like that. I got an extra one in there so I can hit escape or just click right there to get rid of it. There we go. And zoom back out here. And I just need a little bit more work, for instance, to get these flags. So I'm going to just sketch right around that. There we go. Oops. I've got to get the plus tool. There we go. And that just adds that into the mask. That. Close that polygon, space bar, and move so I can get this little bit right here. And then maybe we'll want to just get these pixels there. All right, so I think I'm happy with that mask now. And so what I want to do is either pick another element to work on. So I'm going to pan over. There's another ship right here. If I want to work on this element, then what I'll do is I need to click on the ship item again, the ship tool again, and then begin digitizing that fresh. And that'll create a second ship. So if I just come around here, and you'll see, there we go. And now I've got ship number 2. And then I'll just go in and start cleaning up as I did before. I'm actually not going to do that. I'm going to go and delete that ship and just submit this map with one ship. That's fine. This map will re-queue up for other people if other features need to be digitized in it. So if you don't have time to do everything in a map, don't worry about that. If you have time to digitize 1 or 2 features, go for it. And that's it. We'll add some videos for clarification on some other items as needed. Thanks.